Hello everyone and welcome on this new weekly market analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Stella speaking. So of course, before we start the analysis, don't forget please to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and of course share the video. It means a lot to me, guys, if you just hit the like button, please. Actually, we are looking to make at least 500 likes in this video. Hopefully we can achieve that target, especially knowing that many of the signals have indeed hit their take profit levels. Anyway, let's now begin the weekly analysis with the Euro USD. So as you can see, actually the last week I have sent the late week analysis video to sell the Euro USD at the certain level of 1.09924. However, we can no longer keep selling the pair for one reason. The market has already made here 3 attempts at the same level of the resistance, and each time the market has reversed, it has actually shown here a rejection to break out from that support trend line, and the market just kept rising. Therefore, we can no longer keep shorting the Euro USD. So let me now delete the old signal, and let's see now what we can do with this pair. So let's just take a look at the weekly chart just to know what is the look of the next candle gonna be. Now, as you can see right here on the left side, we're having here also a support zone. Right here, guys, this was of course the support zone, which has already become a resistance, number 1, number 2, and number 3. And finally, we had here that bullish breakout candle. We actually thought that the Euro USD is going to reverse upon the pressure from the resistance right here at 1.09894. However, that didn't happen, and the weekly candle has closed as a strong bullish candle, reversing from that level of the support right there. Which means most likely now, guys, the next candle is going to be also bullish, and most likely also we are looking to reach that level of the resistance exactly right here at 1.11155, which means the Euro USD still has about 125 pips more to go. So let's now move to the daily chart just to confirm that. Now, as you can see here also, we're having a broken level of the resistance exactly right there at 1.09294, and the market has already reversed right here. And remarkably, we're having 2 attempts of the support. That red candle followed with the blue one is actually considered as a support number 1, and the third candle right here, or the third tail, actually considered as a support number 2, which means after 2 attempts of the support, the market now kept rising. So meaning we have indeed to look for buying the Euro USD. Now moving to the 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, what we are seeing right here is a broken level of a triangle, as you can see. Actually not broken yet, but eventually it's going to be broken out from. As you can see right here, the market is actually getting more narrow and narrow in this triangle, and most likely is going to make what we call the price explosion. Price explosion, it means actually that the market is going to continue ranging at this level right here at what we call the bottleneck, and actually eventually after that the Euro USD is going to continue the rise. Now, of course, after analyzing on the weekly and daily charts, we can confirm that the Euro USD will continue the rise. Now, it's a matter of where exactly we can start buying this pair. Let's keep the same support trend line right here because we're going to need that. And now, let's assume that the Euro USD will reverse upon the pressure from the resistance right here at 1.09940. Now, let's use the Fibonacci retracement just to find the absolutely best level to start buying the pair. As we can see, the market has also made the bullish breakout from 61.8 Fibonacci retracement, and right now it's actually at the edge of the resistance trend line, which means if the Euro USD is going to continue the fall, first of all, it's most likely going to reverse at 61.8, and also if we look at the left side, we can see clearly that we're having here a strong support level. So meaning that support is most likely, guys, is gonna be respected, which means we have to wait for the Euro USD to fall for about, I would say, 23 pips, 22 pips before we can proceed to buy it. Therefore, let's consider buying the Euro USD exactly at that level of the previous support and the take profit level that shouldn't actually be ranging higher than Fibonacci 161.8 at the level of the resistance, which means we will be actually aiming about 88 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a support below 23.6 at 1.09249, which means the safe zone ranging only for 38 pips against 80, actually I would say 90 pips of profits. That's everything for the Euro USD. Let's now move to the Pound USD. Alright, so as you can see also, my friends, the pound USD has also reversed as the given price at 1.24488. It went in total of 82 pips of profit before reverses back again and went and goes all the way to the entry point. As you can see, the pound USD has also reversed from that support zone right here at 1.23545. Which means we also can no longer keep selling the pound USD. The rejection to break out from that support zone is very strong right now and just simply cannot be ignored. Let's see now what we can do with this pair. Let's move to the weekly chart just to confirm the directions. And as you can see also, the market is indeed above that level of a resistance right here at 1.24069. And if we look at the left side, we can see clearly that the market has indeed reversed from that level of a support exactly right there. As you can see, this was of course the level of the support at 1.23052, which has also been respected as a resistance as well, but the market has indeed made the bullish breakout from that level of a support. Now, if we consider also the resistance trend lines, and allow me please to move now to the daily chart. Now, as you can see on the daily chart, we're having here a resistance trend line, which has indeed been broken out from, and the market just kept rising above that level of a resistance trend line. Now, most likely, the pound USD is indeed going to continue the rise. And as we can see also, we're having here a broken level of the resistance, exactly right there, at 1.23692. Check this out. This was indeed a real level of a resistance, which has been respected and finally became number 1 and number 2 attempts of support. Which means the pound USD is indeed going to continue the rise. Now the question is where exactly we can continue buying this pair. Let's now move to the 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, we can see clearly that we are having here also a strong level of a support exactly right there at 1.24251. And remarkably, we are also having right here a real level of a support trend line. Check this out. Just like that. This was indeed, my friends, a real level of a support trend line, which has been respected over the time. And notice something. Each time the market made a bearish breakout from that support trend line, it has indeed failed to create a resistance trend line. Failed, and again, another breakout, and again failed to create a resistance trend line. So meaning that level is much stronger as a support trend line, and therefore we can actually start buying the pair exactly once it reaches the same level of the support trend line, respecting also a previous level of the support right here, which means we have to wait for the pound USD actually to fall even a little bit more, just to be accurate, guys, exactly at that level of a support right here, because this is of course the lowest level of the support, exactly at 1.24204 level. Which means if we wait for the pound USD to fall for about 20 pips, we can proceed to buy this pair. However, let me now move to the 4 hour time frame to see the take profit level, which is of course going to be right here, my friends, the absolutely highest level of a real resistance at 1.25608, which means we will actually be expecting about 90 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a support at 1.23790, which means the safe zone ranging for only 40 pips against, I would say, 90 pips of profit. Let's now move to the AUD USD. Alright, so as you can see, guys, the AUD USD signal from the last late week analysis video has indeed been triggered, and it went in total of 61 pips, I would say, and currently running in 45 pips of profit. I hope you guys have taken this signal and enjoying these profits. Please let me know in the comments if you took this signal and made any profits with it. It means really, guys, a lot to me. And this is of course another kind reminder to please hit the like button, and hopefully we will reach 500 likes in this video. Anyway, let's now analyze the AUD USD. Actually, we are still gonna maintain selling this pair. This level of a resistance, actually let me just delete the old signal, and let me just tell you guys something. That level of a resistance area is indeed very strong, and the AUD USD has indeed failed to make actual breakout from that level of a resistance. So we had right here many attempts actually of a real resistance. Meanwhile, we had here also 2 attempts of a fake breakout, which means that most likely the AUD USD is indeed going to continue the fall. Now, if we look carefully, we're having here also a resistance trend line, as you can see right here, exactly just like that. 1 second, guys. So what I was saying is we are having here a broken level of the support trend line, as we can see, my friends, right here. And most likely the AUD USD is going to continue the rise to retest the broken level of support trend line to create, of course, a new resistance trend line, which means the market still has the potential to rise for about 27 pips. Now, by looking at the left side, of course, we can notice right here exactly that we had the nearest resistance to that bearish breakout candle. It was also a previous level of a support. However, it was mainly a real level of the resistance. Therefore, I can say that we can safely and hopefully it's going to be a good signal to sell the pair exactly at that level of a resistance, expecting it to be in just a few pips against our direction before finally becomes in a good profit. Therefore, we will sell the AUD USD at 0.67157, and the take profit level is going to be also the lowest level of the support right here as 0.66409, which means our take profit level is going to be about 75 pips. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging higher than this level of a resistance as 0.67546, which means the safe zone ranging for only 38 pips against 75 pips of profit. Let's now move to the USD CAD. Alright, so the USD CAD signal, I think it has been activated. Yes, guys, it has almost been activated. It has just reversed, I think, let me just be sure, I think. Come on, guys, just 2 pips far away from the entry. No, this signal has been triggered. I'm gonna take the credit for it, and I would say that it went in total of 115 pips of profit. Currently, 92 pips of profit. Let me know, guys, if you have taken the signal and enjoyed these profits in the comments. And of course, a third reminder to please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Anyway, let's see now what we can do with the USD CAD. Now, as we can see right here on the daily chart, the market is right now actually on a resistance area. However, the USD CAD is most likely, guys, gonna continue the rise. The market, and allow me please now to move to the 4-hour time frame, the market has indeed made a strong bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line right here. Now, this is the resistance trend line. Now, there is a rule in Forex. Let me just explain it to you. When you are having a resistance trend line, and that level of a resistance trend line right here being broken out from with a strong bullish breakout candle, the normal behavior is that the market is indeed going to continue the rise to reach the strongest key level of a resistance, and after that the market will fall again all the way to retest the same broken level of a resistance trend line, and usually creates, of course, a new support trend line. That's exactly what's happening right here. The USD CAD, after the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line, is indeed going to continue the rise to reach that level of a strong real level of a resistance, and afterwards is going to continue the fall, and it's going to start retesting the broken level of a resistance trend line. The retest most likely won't happen right now. Most likely what will gonna happen is that the pair is gonna make, of course, a pullback and respects the nearest strong key support level, as we can see right here, exactly at 1.35167, and from there is gonna start, or actually continue, the rise to reach that level of a resistance, which means that this is gonna be our entry exactly at 1.35167, and the take profit level is gonna be placed just right there at the resistance at 1.36037. Once the market reaches that level of a resistance, we will actually consider selling the USD CAD. Of course, it depends on the price action that we will be having by that time. But until then, we will actually be aiming about 88 pips of profit, and meanwhile the safe zone is gonna be ranging just till the absolutely nearest strong key support level to our entry at 1.34797, which means the safe zone ranging only for 37 pips against 87 pips of profit. Let's now move to the USD JPY. Alright, so unfortunately, guys, this signal has failed. As you can see, the market did not reach, actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it has reversed exactly at that level of 134.424. It went in total of 40 pips, I would say, before reverses back and goes, unfortunately, in loss. So USD JPY signal, of course, didn't work. However, I believe we have recovered with the other signals. Anyway, let's see now what we can do next with this pair. Let's move to the daily chart. Now, what I want to show you guys on the daily chart, that we're having here a broken structure, as you can see. So that was a structure for the USD JPY. And as we can see, the market has indeed started to retest that broken level of a previous resistance. Now, most likely the USDJPY is looking for another bullish rally, and most likely now is going to continue the rise. Now, that can be confirmed, of course, by using the support trend lines. Let me just draw here a support trend line just like that. And now, of course, guys, I'm going to use what we call the magic of trend lines by simply dragging the very same trend line that I have drawn here and just simply place it right here at the nearest strong support trend line. Now, pay attention. That is, of course, the strongest support trend line, which has been respected right here as well. Then faced a bearish breakout from that level. It became a resistance trend line number 1, number 2, and another fake breakout. However, eventually the market has made a real breakout from that level, and keep in mind that the same support trend line has indeed been respected. Now the tail right here represents, of course, a support trend line number 1 plus a support number 1 as well, which means the USDJPY is most likely going to continue the rise, considering that on the left side also right here we're having a strong key support level exactly at 133.641. Now, moving to the 1 hour time frame, as you can see right here, guys, on the 1 hour time frame, we're having right here that strong bullish breakout candle. Now, keep in mind that we actually wanted to start actually buying. Actually, the edge of the safe zone was, I think, on that level of a support. However, the market has made here a bearish breakout from that level, but eventually the market has indeed went up again above that level of a resistance, which means right here that the market's shown us that it's actually much stronger as a bullish, rather than bearish, which means, if I'm not mistaken, right there exactly at 133.941, and after the market falls for about 18 pips, we can start buying the USDJPY, hoping from that level of a support to be respected right here after the appearance of that bullish breakout candle. Which means, and by the way, guys, also we can include the support trend line to the mix, of course, and as we can see right here, if the market is going to continue the fall, it's going to be also facing that level of a support trend line. Therefore, I would say, let's go back to the 4 hour time frame, and I need to delete that. Let's say that we can start buying the USDCAD exactly from that level at 133.941, and the take profit level has got to be placed right here at the absolutely highest level of a resistance at 135.123. Meanwhile, the safe zone, I would say, it's going to be ranging just a little bit below the lowest level of the support at 133.476, which means the safe zone will be ranging for about 45 pips against 118 pips of profit. Moving now to the USD CHF. Alright, so now regarding the USD CHF, unfortunately, guys, this signal was also a failure one. It didn't work. As you can see, the market just reached the edge of the safe zone. However, I said many times actually that we cannot consider the edge of the safe zone as a stop loss. This is, guys, not a stop loss. The stop loss can actually be placed somewhere outside the edge of the safe zone. If the market has made actually a strong bearish breakout candle from that level of a safe zone, then we can consider the signal as a failed one. But however, I would still say that the signal didn't work. Don't worry about it. Anyway, we can now actually delete the old signal, and let's see now what we can do next with this pair. Now, moving to the daily chart just to confirm what's happening right now in the market. Now, as you can see, the USDCHF has indeed already retested the broken level of a previous support as 0.973. And as you can see also, the market just kept falling right here after retesting the broken level of a support trend line. Now that means that the USD CAD is most likely gonna continue the fall. However, it's a matter of where we can start selling the pair. If I'm not mistaken, the pair still has about 60 pips more to go, and even more than that, the pair still has actually at least, I would say about, let me just see how many pips is that. It's gonna be about 80 pips until the lowest level of a support right here at 0.88395, which means that's gonna be our take profit level. However, let's see now where exactly we can start selling the USDCHF by moving to the 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to highlight the resistance trend line attempts that we're having. As you can see, that level of a resistance trend line, guys, is being respected over the time. Even when the market has made here an attempt to break out from that level, it has of course failed, and that has not become a resistance trend line, but instead it was eventually a fake breakout, and the level of a resistance trend line has been respected again, not only for once but for multiple attempts. So meaning that level is much stronger as a resistance trend line, which means right now the USD CHF is actually facing here a support zone, and therefore we can actually consider that we can start selling the USD CHF exactly from that level of a previous resistance right here, exactly at 0.89429. That's gonna be, guys, the best level to start selling the pair once the market reaches again the same level of a resistance trend line and also reaches the resistance right here, because if I'm not mistaken, these two attempts right here represents a resistance number 1. Therefore we will be selling the market right here, right on the second attempt of the resistance, which means if I'm not mistaken, right here exactly, that's going to be our take profit level. We will actually be expecting to make about 103 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't be ranging higher than the strongest key resistance level right here as 0.89832 for about 40 pips only against 103 pips of profit. And finally, let's move to the gold. Alright guys, I'm so happy about the signal of the gold. It has been indeed triggered, and as you can see guys, the gold indeed was ranging inside of the safe zone, but it was inside of the safe zone, guys. It didn't even reach the edge of the safe zone. It barely touched it and then reversed. And again guys, the edge of the safe zone is not a stop loss. Please understand that. The edge of the safe zone is only the edge of it. And if it was a stop loss, I would have said that the stop loss is going to be right here. I am a guy who trades with the price action, and I know very well that we cannot place just the stop loss right there just randomly. We have to rely on the price action. Therefore, if we have noticed here a strong bullish breakout appeared, and the candle has actually closed as a bullish breakout candle above the safe zone, then we can say, yeah, the signal has indeed been in loss. However, as long as the candle is ranging inside of the safe zone, it's still gonna be activated and it's gonna running well. And I'm happy to say that the gold, guys, has went in total of 305 pips, reversed just like 5 pips far away from actually 8 pips from the take profit level. So I would say this signal was so profitable. And actually there was a comment in the last late week analysis who said that he have made $5,000 from selling the gold, which was really so good news, and that is exactly what I'm looking for. I really, guys, want to hear that. I want to see in the comments if you have made profits with these signals. Trust me, guys, it really what motivates me to keep giving you these signals. Anyway, last reminder to please don't forget to hit the like button, guys, and subscribe to the channel. And if you have made any profits with these signals, please share your experience in the comments. Anyway, what's next with the gold? Now, by moving to the weekly chart, actually I want to show you something. Right here, guys, we're having the strongest level of a resistance at 2048.22. That was, of course, the highest that the gold has ever been able to reach. And that is, of course, the bracket of 2050. And as you can see, the gold has always reversed from that level. And at the moment, I don't see any chance for the gold to rise. That price action, the way the candle has actually closed on the weekly chart, especially seeing right here that we're having a pin bar, it's actually a good sign that the gold is going to continue the fall. Actually, these three candles right here, guys, these three candles, the last three candles on the weekly chart, actually, once you see this kind of price action, it's a good sign that the gold, or actually any pair, is going to continue the fall for that matter. Therefore, I would say that we have to consider selling the gold for this week. Not only that, if we move to the daily chart right now, check this out. Right here, we're having this strong bearish breakout candle from that support at 1990.86. Now, let me just explain to you something. Once you see a bearish breakout candle looks exactly like that, it's usually the sign that the pair is going to continue the fall. It's meaning that the market is going to continue the fall instantly. That's actually, guys, a good price action. Any breakout candle, a bearish breakout candle, if it had a small wick at the top and a longer tail at the bottom, it's usually meaning that the market is going to continue the fall. Allow me to show you at least two examples. I need to see a strong bearish, exactly right here. That was, of course, a bearish breakout from the support right here. And as you can see, what happened later is that the market just kept falling. Even right here, look at that. we are having here a broken level. Oh, keep in mind, I'm on the daily chart. We are having here a strong breakout from that support, and that candle just looks exactly as what I'm talking about, and the next movement was bearish as well. Another example, of course, is gonna be, I need to find one quickly. I don't want to make the video so long and boring. I need a breakout candle for, yeah, exactly right here. We're having that breakout candle from that support, and as we can see, it has a small wick at the top, longer tail at the bottom. The next candle was red one. So that means that we can actually assume that the same thing is going to happen with the gold. Therefore, we can say that we have to find the level where we can start selling the pair. Now, moving to the 4-hour time frame. Now, as you can see, actually the same line that I have right now, I want to move to the 1-hour time frame. Exactly, check this out. The same line that I have drawn here, and as we can see right here, guys, it was of course a real level of a resistance. It became a real level of a support. It became also another real level of a support. Then finally right here, we're having it as a real resistance number 1. Therefore, I would say that we can start selling the gold exactly right here at the second attempt of the resistance. Let's add the resistance trend line to the mix just to be sure that our analysis is correct and accurate. As you can see right here, my friends, that right here we're having a resistance trend line, which after the bullish breakout has actually failed to create a support trend line. It didn't happen. The market just kept rising, falling actually, and respected the same level of resistance trend line for once, twice, thirds. And as you can see, even when the market has made here a strong, not actually a strong, actually when it has made a supported trend line, it was a shy attempt of the support trend line. The market again instantly broke out from that level of a support trend line and went again to the same level of a resistance trend line, respecting that level, which means the market, guys, is gonna for sure reverse upon the pressure from that resistance along with the resistance trend line, and after that, boom, it's gonna continue the fall. Therefore, I would say that we can sell the gold exactly at 1990.58, and the take profit level that should be placed just right there at the absolute lowest level of the structure at 1951.53, and the safe zone that should not be ranging higher than the level of a resistance right here at 2008.13, which means the safe zone is going to be ranging for about 175 pips against 390 pips of profits. And there goes the signal, my friends, for the gold and for the USD pairs for the upcoming week. Hopefully it's going to be a so good week and so profitable for everyone. So until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.